All right, guys. So for today's class, we're going to talk a little bit about perimeter and area. And hopefully by now, you guys are very familiar with these words and what they mean. But we are going to utilize a little bit of algebra, which is what you guys have been learning in the past couple of weeks, and apply it to some geometry. So let's review what is perimeter. So perimeter of a square or of a rectangle is the length of all the sides. So if you measure this side and this side and this side and this side, that is perimeter. So it will be, let's say that one side is represented by S. It will be side plus side plus side plus side equals perimeter. Or you can simply say side times 4 equals perimeter. Okay, so that is perimeter. Okay, area is one side times the other side, okay? And this is the area. The area is the inside, and that's how you calculate it. So it will be side times side equals area, or you can say side to the square. Side square equals area. Okay? So for example, if they tell you that this is a square, and that one side is 5 inches. And they say, what is the perimeter? Well, the perimeter is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Okay, so it's 5 plus 5 is 10, 15, 20. Okay, so 5 times 4, which is 20. Now, if they say, what is the area? Then it's going to be 5 times 5, which is 25. Okay, now, let's look at a rectangle. Now, a rectangle has two different types of sides. It has the width, wide. Think of wide, like your feet are wide, okay? Or length, long. How long is it? Now, if you confuse L and W, that doesn't matter, okay? You guys, it really, really doesn't matter. So, width and length. Now, you have to remember it's the same exact concept, okay? Now, just understand that the width here is going to be the same as the width here. So if I say the width of this rectangle is 8 inches, then this here is also going to be 8 inches. And if I say the length of this rectangle is 2 inches, then you know that this side over here is also going to be 2 inches. So if I say, what is the perimeter of this? Then you add everything up. You say 8 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2. Or let's put that in a formula. If I say, what is the perimeter? You're going to say 2 of these, okay? So 2 times W plus 2 times L. Because isn't this the same as W plus L plus L? Okay, that is perimeter. It's 2 W's and 2 L's, and you add them all together, and that is perimeter. Okay, this is the same thing. A W and a W is 2 W's. An L and an L is 2 L's. That is going to be your perimeter. Now, if I say, what is the area? If I want to know what is the area, this is the area in here. It is W times L. It's just this times this. W times L. In this particular case, is 8 times 2, which is 16. Okay? Now, in the FSA and in life in general, for example, you're going to have questions that are not that black and white. You're going to have some questions that say, I have the perimeter, okay? A rectangle has, let's say, a question like this. A rectangle has a perimeter of 36, okay? And the width is 12. What is the length? So you have something like this, and I know you guys hate reading, but I want you to say, okay, what information? So first of all, rectangle. I want you to go ahead and draw a rectangle. Now, what information are they giving you? They're saying the perimeter is 36. Okay, so you know that this and this and this and this, it all equals 36. That's your perimeter. Okay, and it's telling you that the width is 12. So from here to here, it's 12. So you already know the width. Now, what do you know about finding a perimeter of a rectangle? They want to know, first of all, what is the question? They want to know what is the length. They want to know this. What is this? So you need to know this and you need to know this. But you do know this is 12. And if you know this, then you know this. What is this? It's 12 as well. So how do I find the perimeter? Isn't it this plus this plus this plus this? All right, so let's put it all into place. So what do we know? We know 12 plus 12 plus L plus L is going to equal 36. That's the information we have. Now let's combine like terms like we've done in the previous lessons. What is 12 plus 12? 24. Plus, bring it down, what is L plus L? 2L. 1L and 2L is 2L's equals 36. Now, what we're trying to find out is the L, right? It's the length. This is what we want to isolate. He's the one that we want to leave alone. So exactly what we've been doing for the past couple of weeks, learning how to isolate that variable. So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of this 24. So I'm going to subtract 24 from one side. Whatever I do to one side, you're going to do it to the other side. And let's rewrite. 2L, I'm running out of paper, equals, what is 36 minus 24? 12. So now I have 2L equals 12. 2 times L. How do I get rid of that 2 so I leave the L by himself? I divide by 2. And whatever I do to this side, I do to this side. I divide by 2. And now I have L, and sorry, my handwriting is bad, and I always tell you guys to be neat, and I'm not neat, sorry. L equals 12 divided by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So my answer is L equals 6. Now, let's see if this is true. If L is 6 here, that means L is 6 here. Now, they say my perimeter is 36. So 12 and 12 is 24. 6 and 6 is 12. And 24 plus 12 is 36. That's correct. So my answer is 36. Easy peasy. Now, let's say they give you what is the area. Okay, and then they give you just one of them. And they give you the area, and you need to isolate the L. I mean, you just have to plug into the formula. Okay, now, you have this paper with you. I just gave you this paper. This is your assignment. I want you to pause the tape. Okay, so pause. Pause right now. I want you to try to do these on your own. Actually, yeah, do it on your own, then pause. Now come back. All right. Question number 1. Let's do this together. The perimeter of a rectangular garden is 24 feet. So rectangular, I'm going to already draw a rectangle. The perimeter is 24 feet. So I already know that it's 24 feet. That's perimeter. Okay. The width is X. So from here to here, the width is X. So that's all they're giving me. The length is 4. So the length is 4 feet. What is the width in feet of the garden? All right, so this is the only information that they're giving me. Not a lot, right? But it is, because if I know this, I know this. This is 4. And if I know that this is X, then I know that this is X. I also know how to get a perimeter. I have to add all of this stuff, right? So I'm going to do X and X. So X plus 4 equals 24, right? Because, or X plus 4 plus X plus 4, but then you have to combine like terms. 4 plus 4 is 8. X plus X is 2X. Okay, so I just combine this and combine this. I just brought my X down. Equals 24. I want to know what X is. I want to know what X is. I'm going to get rid of everything so that X stays by himself. Get rid of the 8 by subtracting 8. Get rid of the 8. Bring everything down. 2X equals, what is 24 minus 8? It's 16. You don't know how to do it? Remember, you can always do this, guys. Okay? 2x equals 16. How do I leave the x all by himself? I divide by 2. Divide by 2. And now I have x equals 8. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So this is 8. Okay, so go back to your question. Make sure that's what they're asking for. What is the width in feet of the garden? Well, the width is 8. Okay, easy peasy. Now let's do the other one. Whoa, 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 sorry. It says, the width of a garden is 18 feet and the perimeter is 56 feet. The community wants to spread mulch on the entire garden. How many feet of mulch will be needed? Okay, so the width, so if you're talking about width and we're talking about a perimeter, okay, and we're talking about length, we're doing like a rectangle. So just let's draw a little garden, okay? So let's draw a little garden. They are telling you that the width is 18 feet. So the width, okay, is 18 feet. The community wants to spread mulch on the entire garden. So do you guys know what mulch is? Mulch is just like those little wood things that sometimes are like red and stuff. They want to put it in the whole entire garden. So what is this? Is this perimeter that we're talking about? No, this is area. Okay, if they were doing a fence, you know that a fence goes along the garden, that's perimeter. But if they want to spread mulch inside of it, that's we're looking at area here. Okay, so the perimeter is 56 feet. Okay, so they're giving you what the perimeter is. How many feet of mulch will be needed? The width of a garden is 18 feet and the perimeter is 56 feet. So they're really tricking you here because they're giving you the perimeter, okay? But what you really want to know is how much mulch is going to be inside. That's why I like you guys drawing pictures so that you really understand, okay? They're not asking you for what is the length. They're not asking you for this. Okay, they want to really know what's the area, but you do need to know this eventually so that you can find out. So this is what they're giving you. Okay, in order for me to find the area, I first have to find the length. Okay, so let's see how I'm going to do that. So this is the information they gave me. So I know if this is 18, this is 18. Now I need to find my length. Okay, so let's see, 18 plus L or X, whatever you want to call it, plus x equals 56 feet. That's the information I know. Combine like terms. 18 and 18 is 36. Plus x and x is 2x equals 56. I want to get rid of this 36. I'm going to get rid of this 36. Now I'm left with 2x equals 56 minus 36 is 20. Now I want to divide by 2. Now I want to divide by 2. Now I'm left with x equals 10 because 20 divided by 2 is 10. Okay, so this is 10. Now go back to the question. They're not asking you what is the length. They're not asking you what is the width. They're giving you the width. They're asking you how many feet of mulch will be needed. Okay, and you know that mulch, you're going to spread it out inside of a garden. So what will be the area? Now that you have the width and now that you have the length, you can find out what the area is. Area is 18. Okay, it's width times length. 18 times 10, which is 180. And that is your answer. Okay, so you have to be very clear, picture things, go back to the question. Okay, really find out what the question is. Just because this one was asking you what the width is, this one is asking you something else. So you really have to understand what it's asking you. Okay, so in this case, we had to find out what the length is in order to find out what the area is. And you can answer the question correctly. All right, guys, hopefully this helps. I'm going to give you a very challenging 2 other questions that are FSA style questions. It's like this, but it has decimals in it. And I'm sure you're going to do great on it. Bye.